guys, welcome back to my channel. So I want to try a weekly pop recap of things that, have come across my feed this week. So let's get into the Craven the Hunter movie. Based on the trailer, we knew that this movie wasn't gonna amount to anything. Aaron seemed like he put a lot of hard work into this. His body was crazy looking. And I don't know what Russell Crowe was doing there. What was Russell Crowe doing? Somebody of his caliber is in this movie. I have no idea. Now, when it comes on streaming, I probably will check it out. Because I was not going to go to theaters and give my hard-earned money for this. But Sony is just terrible. Apparently, Sony is scrapping everything and only focusing on Spider-Man. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. I'm not really sure, but I don't know how a studio can be consecutively wrong for so many movies. I don't know. Madam Web is on Netflix, so I'll probably check that out because I want to see for myself how bad it is, but yeah, let's move on. The new Superman trailer just dropped and it looks really colorful, really bright. I didn't know that Superman had a dog, but I'm not a comic book reader, so that's new to me. But let's look back at the other Supermans. Okay, so we all know Henry Cavill. Henry Cavill was Superman for the beginning of the 2010s. And I saw Man of Steel in theaters with my family. And it was great at the time. It's still great now. I don't know why. I assume some fans were, up in arms about it when it came out. And, he's done his part for the consecutive movies that came after. And people were like, this is a gritty / realism take on Superman. And that this new movie that's coming out in 2025 with David is more upbeat. And, how Superman is supposed to be. James Gunn is the director of the new movie. He is the former director of Guardians of the Galaxy. I've seen all 3 Guardians of the Galaxy movies, and they look great. The third one is especially the best out of all 3. But didn't he have like a scandal a couple years ago? Or am I confusing him with someone else? Brandon Roth played Superman in Superman Returns in 2006. I had this DVD. I played this movie on repeat. I really liked it as a kid. I don't know why this didn't get like a trilogy. I don't know the story behind that. And then obviously in the 1980s we had Christopher Reeves, who is the epitome of Superman to everyone and to me. Really good movies. There's been a lot of discourse on the Carters this week, but I want to focus mainly on Blue Ivy and her appearance for the Mufasa Lion King premiere. I see nothing wrong with this. I really don't. She is 12. She's tall for 12. And she has makeup on. I mean, to each his own. If Beyonce allows it, then I don't see what the problem is. But there are topics on the fact that, black girls are adultified and sexualized, compared to their other, counterparts. But I see nothing wrong with this. I really don't. Another topic I want to bring up, which I haven't heard many people talking about, it's the fact that Blue Ivy is in our faces. It's the fact that she has done a movie and has done an album or featured on an album with her mother and has won a Grammy. This is nepotism at its finest, and I think it's too soon for this to be happening. Beyonce is, we all know Beyonce's story. She started training to be a pop star when she was very young, not having really a normal life. So I don't know why she would subject her daughter to this. To me, it's one thing when Blue is performing on stage with her mom. It's one thing if she's featured in her mother's videos. It's one thing if she's out and about, in regular life. But why would you put her in the public eye like this? All I'm saying is just too soon. We've heard of all the stories about children in this industry. We have. And Beyonce has had a support system from the very beginning. But I just don't know about this. Moving on to some fashion. Mariah Carey was in the holiday spirit. She looks great. I know she's had a tough time. And it shows why she is on top during Christmas. Sabrina looked great. People were comparing her to Fran from The Nanny. And I think they do look really similar. Timothée Chalamet is back in our faces. He came out with A Beautiful Unknown, I believe. That's the name of the movie. He dressed up as Bob Dylan for one of the premieres, and I thought that was spot on. And in the upper picture to the right over here, he looked really good in that picture. Lastly, let's get into the Nosferatu premiere. Hopefully I'm saying that name right. I believe it's a remake because I have seen older films on YouTube. That's for free. So, I think it's a remake. Lily Rose Depp looked great in these two. I think it's 1830s inspired. And Emma Corrin looked great. Emma is very androgynous. I have seen some of the other looks for the press tour. It's giving very tomboyish, very disjointed kind of styling, but they look good on her. So this brings an end to this weekly recap. Hopefully I can do more, so please share, like, and subscribe.